The first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe, I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach? Playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets. And now we're taking flights from London to Belize. And we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah, I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's reminisce to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. We were making love, making love. Come on now, let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now, let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J Adams. Good morning. Come on. Come on.
You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn.
This morning.
You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. Are you ready for the truth? And nothing but the truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind. You're listening to the book of Dawn. In the morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. You're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshines. Good morning, nephew Ron.
Good morning, TT.
How are you? Give me 22 seconds. You caught me with my panties down. There we go. Oh, I got to find the one with your name on it. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord, help the people. Okay. Good morning, sunshines. What's today? Let's see. Hold on. Let's figure out. Today is Wednesday. Can I say that like an old lady?
Wednesday.
Wednesday if you Chicago. Wednesday if you proper on the English side. And Wednesday if you're doing way too much. Today is Wednesday, March 24th. Good morning, sunshines. It's the same Dawn, same OG. Brand new day, though. Thank you for tuning in to the Book of Dawn every weekday at 9 a.m. I'm your host, Dawn Milhouse, broadcasting live from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. I greatly appreciate you letting me into your homes, your hearts, your TVs, your workplaces, or wherever you're watching from. I don't care actually where you watch from. Just watch. Every weekday morning. Like I said, today is Wednesday, March 24th. It is Who's That Girl Wednesday. We will be talking to a PR maven from Chicago, Miss Dawn Williams, shortly. We're also going to chat briefly with Melody Winston. Melody has worked on a project for the last couple months and is a part of the organization and the management of the vaccination site that's opening in Forest Park. And so we're going to talk to her. Hopefully she'll be able to make that call from the site so we can see it from the inside. March 24th, it is National Cheesecake Day. So I want to start a fight early.
I can mess with that.
Okay, yeah. And you know they have good vegan ones too, just so you know. Plant-based ones.
Ooh, where they got that at?
I can't believe It's Not Meat has them on 53rd and in Orland Park. Super delish. But here's the thing. I know that everybody has their preference. Just like chicken, everybody has their preference of where they get their cheesesteaks from. And so where do you like yours from, nephew? Do you like, what is it, home of the hoagie or something?
I like it. Cheese steak.
Cheese steak, yeah.
See, I thought you said cheese
whiz.
Cake.
The cheese whiz that you like, or the cheese is an integral part of the cheesesteak. You know, they don't use real cheese. They use cheese stuff, like that stuff you like out of the jar.
So I like the hoagies from I don't think those really count as cheesesteaks, but the hoagies from Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus. When I did eat meat, Taurus was the bomb.
Yeah.
But isn't it someplace called Baba or
Baba?
Don't they have cheesesteaks or something like that?
Yeah, and 87 Firehouse.
Oh, right.
Firehouse,
the subs joint.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so cheesesteak started in 1930 in Philly. So we're going to let them own that. We're not going to, but I do want to know where your favorite cheesesteak place is from.
I do want to go to Philly for a cheesesteak because it's the original.
You should. It's actually a cool experience. It's amazing, actually, to watch how many cheesesteaks they make. It's a thing. Go on South Street, and then you can sing the Boyz II Men song. Black man, plenty of friends. You know, the Coolin' on South Street line in that song. And all the Philly cheesesteak you can eat, Big Mike says. It is also chocolate-covered raisins day. Yummy goobers. Yummy for the raisin nuts. Yummy. That's one of my favorite movie snacks. Actually, anything covered in chocolate is good, but raisins are good for you. It is also Education and Sharing Day. So sharing is you know what? I'm not even gonna. Do I need my concealed and carry in here if I start firing shots? Or is that a thing? Do I need like a wolf to concealed and carry to come here and fire shots? Because
Teflon.
I almost went. It's 9:12 and okay. I'm coming back with that one though. I'm circling back. Just remember that. Put a pin in that. Word of the day was given to us by Candace Mack. It is austere, spelled Austere. Has a couple meanings. It's an adjective. It means severe or strict in manner or attitude and appearance. It can also mean like no luxury or comforts. And it also can mean like a very simple lifestyle. So I live an austere lifestyle. Don't you think I live simple?
Not at all.
I try. No,
Ah.
I do. It's real simple. I like to shop. I like good champagne. I prefer oysters raw on the half shell with caviar, and I like to travel. I think that's
And you
fairly
like to
simple.
party.
I do like to party. That's simple though.
Nah, it just sounds simple.
It just sounds simple. I'm
Until
gonna
you
do
start actually doing it, what you do?
and then, right. And it's like, oh, this is actually what she meant. The turn up is really,
This is
really good.
exhausting.
Look, that's why I can barely talk now. I already got a scratchy voice. So the homegirl, Sonia D. Berry, is in town, and you know, she's from the row houses over on 45th. I keep telling her they're not row houses anymore, but she's in town. So some of the other homies came over last night, and a quick, hey, let's just get together, have a couple cocktails, turned into 1 a.m. So at 5:45, when I was supposed to get up and get on my sin bendies and pray, I said, God, you're going to have to give me 30 more minutes. 30 minutes later, I said, God, can I get another 15? 15 minutes. 7:30 later, I said, get up and start hollering, because you get up and pray so you can get here before you're supposed to actually be on the air. So, yes, I did that. How many of y'all wake up and pray every day? How many of y'all get on your knees and pray every day, in the morning and at night? Curious, like, and don't pray while you're sleeping, like while you're laying on your back about to go to sleep and you don't even remember that you're praying. I've been intentionally doing that while I've been drinking this tea. In Maze's words, he says, I've been slumming because I've been drinking Dunkin' Donuts. But I'll be back. I got 2 more weeks, and I'm going to have a Trenti. You know, that's the extra large at Starbucks. I'm going to have a Trenti cold brew.
'Cause I'm definitely going Red Bull crazy.
You're going to be Red Bull high. I will tell you, though, we have come to appreciate the Beyond breakfast sandwiches from Dunkin'. So shouts out to Dunkin' for the great sandwich. And nephew put me on the grape jelly, so I feel like Biggie Smalls, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. You know, that kind of thing.
Which is great.
I'm gonna do this for Mary. I'm not gonna do it in Mary's voice because I don't have Mary's voice. But this is Weather for You by Mary Q. I'm sitting in for her. The weather is Chicago weather is currently 53 degrees, mostly cloudy with a high of 57, with a 4% chance of precipitation and an overnight low of 45 degrees. It's a dawn good day. This is Mary Q with your weather for today.
Hey, you did good.
I sounded like her, did I? I've been practicing her. She's so good at it. By the way, she's super dope. You know what's so super dope about her? When I reached out to you and I was like, yeah, you think she would come in and help me get my ish together? He was like, I don't know, let's see. And you text her and she was like, absolutely. And has never opened her mouth and asked for a thing. Like, only God could put her in a space like that to sow into me for nothing, just to be doing it. And help me be the best version. What did Murray Smahan be better than I was yesterday? Shouts out to Mary Q.
Yeah, shout out. We actually hung out for a little while after work yesterday.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Where'd y'all go? Y'all didn't even call me.
No, we was just in traffic.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, we was just riding around.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that kind of riding.
I had to get out of her shell.
Yeah, because Mary is, what you're not going to do is disturb her peace. That's what you ain't going to do, okay, which I like about her. When you find that out at her age, life gets better. I'm still figuring it out. I'm distracted a little bit, and I'm trying to keep Teflon out my business because I don't want to be her. I will be her, but I don't want to be her. So I'm trying to mind my manners. Okay, I'm trying to be.
See, you got your vest on there. Don't hurt nobody.
Baby, listen. Here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Let me do the birthdays at least. First, let me say this. Condolences to the family of our brother Trez Pugh. He lost his older brother. They called him Buzz. So if you know Trez, if you've been to Sip and Savor, make certain that you Send your condolences to Trez. Trez is going to be on the show because he just opened his 4th Sip and Savor in the south suburbs. And so he's going to be on the show in 2 weeks. So I'm excited to have him. Maybe I'll see if he can bring us all some coffee. But we are going to say happy birthday to some people. I forgot a few yesterday, and they're the children of Luther South Braves. So you know they mean the world to me. Happy birthday to Charles Walls, the son of Griselda Walls, a Brave. Happy birthday to Brittany Carpenter. She's 21. She's the daughter of my homie from class of 84, Jerron Thompson, phenomenal photographer. Happy birthday to Amanda Housley. When I opened the restaurant, she was working at Banana Republic. I told her, you're going to be a great server and manager. She's like, no, I'm not. And of course, she's still working in the restaurant business today. Happy birthday belated to our sister Adrienne Jameson's husband, Ricardo Jameson, a.k.a. Rick. Happy belated birthday, Rick. Happy birthday, Taylor Patton, Melvin Bassett, David Blackman, G. Marie S.B., Teresa Faulkner, Angela Dulaney, DJ Opsky. Y'all know who that is? He's a traveling famous DJ from Chicago. Nolan Davis and Brian Essex. Happy birthday from the Book of Dawn and the What's in It for the Black People Media family. If you did not hear your name, you didn't email me. Lady Milhouse, 1L. Don't let it autocorrect you at gmail.com. You know what else we didn't get yet? Any Freestyle Friday submissions. So maybe you don't think you can sing or rap.
Scared.
Scared. You big scared. And so guess what? Be scared then. That's on you.
Because I'll do it.
Hey, it could just be us. I'm very okay with that. Before Dion comes in here, tomorrow, I should tell you about tomorrow. Tomorrow, Rick Party is going to pop in on us. Give us some updates about what he has going on. And we will, for the culture, also talk to Larry E. Roberts Jr. Larry Roberts Jr. is a master barber licensed in 22 states. He's also the founder of Larry's Barber College and has a barber shop or college in the system, in the prison system. So he is changing the culture from the inside.
What's his name?
Larry Roberts. Shop over on 79th Street. But he's doing big things. He's also a dope musician. So we're going to talk to Larry tomorrow and have him share with us how he has been able to sustain and create such a powerful, positive impact. I told him the last time I saw him, I wanted to go to school. I've always had this fantasy with like being a girl barber. And so I thought it would be dope at one point to learn how to cut guys' hair and open like a Billy badass salon with all bad girls.
I think they dope. I do think
it's such a cool Tom girl thing.
Female barbers are dope.
Yeah.
Especially if you know what you're doing. You cut a guy's hair.
And then we open a salon and you have all the bells and whistles that men like, and all the barbers are dope chicks. No guy barbers. I was like, man, we'll shut the game down. So maybe I'll do that in my 60s. Maybe that'll be my retirement job.
I used to cut hair in grammar school for a little side money. It was my side hustle.
Can you cut hair?
Like 7th, 8th grade.
Let me find out you using the soup bowl. Can you really cut hair?
Nah, I could really cut hair. Like I learned early too. Like that was my like $5 linings, $10 haircuts.
Okay, I'll start
like
with the lining.
grade.
Can you feel like you could help me learn a little before I go to school?
Yep.
Okay, good. I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. Before Dion gets here, I would like to give our Black History fact so that I don't forget that, right? Maggie Lena Walker is our woman Black History fact person of the day. She is best known for being the first African-American woman and probably the first woman in the United States to charter and become the president of a local bank. She was a powerful, wealthy, and massively energetic woman who touched the life of her community at virtually every level. That's according to James Mannheim in encyclopedia.com. Printed 1998, that statement was. Walker was born and lived her life in Richmond, Virginia. Her birth father was an Irish abolitionist and journalist. Her mother was Elizabeth Draper, a cook in the household of Elizabeth Van Lew, who also was an abolitionist, who spied for the Union Army during the Civil War. Sometime after her birth, her mom married William Mitchell, the butler. Ooh, it was scandal. Like, it was scandal before there was scandal. Eventually, that her dad ended up getting a head waiter. Getting a head waiter job at somebody's house imagine that. Right. Anyway, she was said to have a genius for public relations and used her skills and drive to help her community, rally support for her causes, and establish long-lasting, successful institutions. As a matter of fact, she established a youth branch of the St. Luke's organization in 1895, worked her way up the ranks until she was named Right Worthy Grand Secretary in 1899. She remained in that role and was basically the linchpin of that organization until her death. In 1903, remember, we're talking about a black woman, right? 1903, she opened the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank and became its president. She taught herself banking by observing at another bank and taking accounting and business classes. The St. Luke Bank, among other services, facilitated loans to members of the community who often had difficulty securing financing. For example, in 1920, the bank had helped about 600 people buy homes. It averted failure during the Great Depression, merged with two other banks, becoming the Consolidated Bank and Trust Company, with Walker still at the chair of the Board of Trustees. The bank remained, get this, successful, undertaking it until it closed in 2009. Now that's a freaking legacy. You opened in 1903 and you made it till 2009. It was the oldest continuously operating African-American bank in the country. In 1905, she and some other society members opened St. Luke Emporium, a department store for African-American in their community, which employed African-Americans in the community as well. 1925, she got an honorary master's degree from Virginia Union University. She died in 1934 as one of the nation's wealthiest African-American women and still the leader of St. Luke and the chairman of the bank. Her house that she lived in from 1903 until her death, she was consistent. Wow. From birth to death. It expanded from 9 rooms to 28 rooms over the years to accommodate her extended family. It is now a National Historic Site. Shouts out, Maggie Lena Walker. Can't find a bank to finance you? Open a bank. Figure that part out. Because are there any black banks still in Chicago? I don't even know.
I don't know. Let's start a bank.
And then, and then that's real community change. You start a bank and help. Yeah, that's something to do.
Yeah, that's a hard one, though, because you got to get people's trust with that.
You do you got to be upright. You got to live with integrity. You got to be honest. You got to be upfront. You can't be a liar. And lying is commission and omission, because when you leave stuff out of conversations, you're still lying. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I on a soapbox? I hope it's Dove Unscented. I hope it's at least the soap I use. I did tell you that we'll have new music for our playlist coming.
Did you email me?
I'm reminding myself right now in my head. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It's good stuff too. I heard a jam on my way in. I know we can't play it because of copyright, but baby, I was full-fledged at the Taste on low. I was on 64th and low on my way to work today. Yeah, I said I wanted to, like videotape, but I was like, what I don't want to do is have an accident, and I had to make sure I make it to the Dunkin' Donuts. So,
thank you for that.
You're welcome. I end up getting myself one too. Of course, I haven't eaten it, but
this is right here teasing me.
Oh, you didn't eat yours either?
It's right here.
It's so fire though. It's so fire. It tastes like real Black Credit Union. Yeah. Okay, Black Credit Union. I that makes sense. I wonder if Mr. Milhouse would open a credit union. Did I say credit or credit?
Credit.
Credit. We need that. That's the way we can finance our businesses. Speaking of
We always
businesses,
talk about how we need to spend money in the black community and spend money with black businesses. Why don't you just put your money in
a black bank.
a black bank? There you go.
Yeah, and create a legacy. How about this? Speaking of businesses, shouts out to my sister from another mister. Y'all call her Yasmin. I call her Coco. Y'all cannot call her Coco. Two Fish Crab Shack on 47th Street. She was featured in Cranes. I was the other day. Yes. Shots, killing. Any Mariano's you go in, baby, Two Fish to go is right there. And then a whole shelf of the Three the Shy Way sauce. She is now back open for in-person dining Thursday to Sunday. So, yeah, you guys make sure that
gotta go see her.
You really do. And when the patio opens, when the weather really breaks, she has a really dope patio behind her store.
So this weekend she's open.
She's Thursday to Sunday.
Let's get it.
You want to go?
Yes.
Okay. Field trip?
Field trip to Two Shack.
Okay. Please,
Two Fish.
please, right now, while you're thinking about it, tag Herb, check his availability, because what's not going to happen is we're not going to have any more cars being taken.
Yeah.
We're not doing that again. No more jokey jokes. So, yes, Two Fish Crab Shack Field Trip.com. So, what is that? We probably need, I wonder if she can seat 8 of us.
And what day you want to make it? Saturday?
You got to ask the crew. Got to ask Mary Q.
We're going to find out.
Yeah. And then we're going to work that out. Oh, sharks, it's time to take a break. Wow, that was fast. You're listening to the Book of Dawn from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. You're going to hear some dope music, and we will be right back. What about that show yesterday, though?
What about that
What
show?
about
yesterday?
it? I got to read you a text from Maurice Mahan. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing because I'm sure going to read it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPN.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the green side of things. It's your man, Sadiq.
And Cassiopeia.
And we need you to like,
Comment.
and share
That thing.
every Tuesday and Thursday from 1
To 3 p.m. on
What's in It for the Black People Media.
Everybody's talking about the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish. Place your order today for a delicious meal. The chicken and fish are fried to perfection, featuring a wide variety of catfish, perch, tilapia, whiting, and shrimp. Now it's your turn to see what everybody's talking about. It's the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, Chicago's newest spot for delicious meals. Stop by at 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop, or get contactless delivery from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. For more info, call 773-807-9010. 773-807-9010. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish is open just in time for lunch, or take it to the house for a delicious dinner. It's Chicago's new spot for perfectly fried chicken and fish. Don't wait any longer. Try it today. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish.
If I gave you my love, I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of love out of you. You got to treat me good, and I'll be good to you. There's a whole lot of things you and I could do. baby. Beautiful when you get right down to it, yeah. You're beautiful, and I wouldn't change one thing about you, yeah. Oh, 'cause you're beautiful. I don't mind telling the world about you, yeah. You're beautiful. And what about the way you love me? And the way you squeeze me. Simply beautiful. You're beautiful. When you needed me, yeah, I was right there by your side. Simply beautiful. You gotta know that it's over. I gave all of me. My heart is empty. You promised you would change. You said forever, you and me. Huh. Look at what you've done to me. I'm torn apart. I'm picking up the pieces you left to me. How selfish could you be? I gave you the world, and you still couldn't be deep. I forgave you when you cheated. I guess it didn't mean a thing. No more excuses. I packed your bags, they at the door. I'm through with you. Keep the things you put me through. I gave you all my love and then this what you do. Everything you did about the comeback, you gon' get this karma. Karma, you end up losing everything you love. You about to get it. Every single do from every single do. You gon' get this karma. Ain't no escaping that. And everything you did is coming back. 'Cause payback's a toll. Oh, you got to pay it back to me. Yeah, 'cause I didn't deserve it. It's a dog. It's a dog. Leave me alone. Can't take no
Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J. Adams. Good morning. Come on.
You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening truth and nothing but the truth. So help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log on and listen to Dawn speak her mind. To the book of Dawn in the morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn this morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn this morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. You're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Listening to the book of Dawn in the morning. I feel like I'm about to be the Shy Lights or something. This morning, you're listening. Hey, I gotta save that for Friday. That's for freestyle. You think you can rap, dance, sing, talk fast, tell a funnier joke than me? Email me, ladymilhouse@gmail.com. Welcome back. You are tuned into the Book of Dawn, broadcasting live from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. I am joined in studio by someone that I admire greatly, not just for her ability to advance brands through her public relations and her communications ability, but because of her commitment to the community and the sisters, the black women in our communities, and she's unapologetic about it. Her name is, I call her D. I have your original card from the first day. I should have brought it. I have yours. I have Mary Datcher's. I saved those because I have mine. Like, it's super cool to watch the evolution. Dawn Williams is one of Chicago's own. She specializes in public relations, brand strategy, experiential services, and content creation. She also manages one of the dopest, biggest events New York is waiting to have come back, hopefully this year. Welcome to the Book of Dawn, Dawn. Pull that little closer to you so they can, so the people, a nephew's gonna come in here and help you, so we can hear Miss Dawn. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Nephew. Hey, I can do a hand. I forgot I'm live. It's kind of like a hand job when you screw and pull and twist. Is that better?
Is that good? You good?
Yeah, just make sure you talk into it so they can hear your beautiful voice. For 20 years, Dawn has worked in this business. I'm trying to figure out where we met, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah?
I remember.
Where were we?
I don't know, but it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I've been knowing you for a while.
I know. You know all the Dawns. I love when people know all the Dawns come to the show because I think that they think that it's just one Dawn. I said, no, there's a lot of Dawns.
Oh, my God. I love the 90s Dawn. We were in our 20s.
Yeah, and I was. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't the coolest baggy
every
sweats.
time I see you, I tell the young people now, like, Dawn, we've done this. Okay, she was the hottest girl in Chicago back in the 90s. The parties off the chain.
Hey, how are you? Who is that? That's John Austin, one of our faithful viewers. Hi, Mr. Austin. Thank you. Thank you for support. Y'all say hi to Mr. Austin.
Hey.
Mr. John, say hi. You want him to see you? You good? Okay. So, yes, all
the hottest parties.
Let me tell you something.
So, Dawn had all the hottest parties back in the day. Intas and...
Oh, baby, my birthday party. Baby.
Your birthday party, first of all, I'm trying to tell these millennials and Gen Zers, all the hottest parties. Your birthday party was at Intas, and we had all the Chicago Bulls when we were winning.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, John Sally and all the...
Terry Lewis.
Thank you.
Bill Bellamy. You dig. Yeah. See, so what you said that you started a whole sermon is,
yes,
I'm not mad at none of these young guns. Get your money, but
yeah, we've already did this.
Please believe that you did not walk down they had taken the trees out and paved the road.
Yeah.
And we sitting right here.
We had the best time. I meant to bring some clippings because, it used to be in the papers. I still have some of those.
Do you?
I do.
I love your voice, Dawn.
Thank you.
And I am so grateful. I'll tell you now and again after the show, that Goodman series that we attended when you had
the
that
Goodman Theater?
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Super
That's
dope.
One of my clients. I love the Goodman.
Super dope. Can't wait till that comes back. I like the closeness.
I do too.
Of it. I like the intimacy of
that
particular
stage, live stage. Yeah, love it.
And that series that they did.
That series. It was African American playwrights that they did, so it was really nice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Dawn, tell me about baby Dawn.
Oh.
Tell me about little Dawn. When did you realize that you had a gift of communication?
Well, I'm going to go back to the 90s, like we just went. I was an intern at NBC5 back in the day with Art Norman, who we love.
Yes, indeed.
And the great Dolores Meebane, who was the director of community affairs at the time. So I was there as an intern and learned the ropes from them. And they were, spoiled me to death. So if I wanted to be in community affairs one time, and then if I was like, oh, I'm tired of they would send me to news to intern, and then I'm tired of news, and then they would send me to, I think at the time it was Jenny Jones Show.
Oh, remember that? Oh my gosh, throwback. I love that. I love that show, actually.
Oh my gosh, I was able to learn a lot at NBC, and then from there I just went, into different plot areas of communications, public affairs, stuff like that. And then I started my own company.
Right, and so what gave you the courage to do that? Did you feel prepared enough, or you just knew that you wanted to work for yourself?
Well, really, people don't know. I was really a stay-at-home mother.
Okay.
That was really it. I was a stay-at-home mom, but when I started having kids in the late 90s, I just wanted to be at home with them. I was just too nervous of a mother, like, oh, I can't have them at school. So I stayed at home. And then as they started getting older, I just started doing little projects, freelancing.
Okay.
And then as they got older, and then I was able to do more and more and more.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
3.
Okay. Boys?
2 girls and 1 boy in the middle.
Yeah. Well, luckily he's 17. Luckily he's a boy. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle, if you're the only boy.
Yeah.
He gets a pass on everything.
So my youngest is 17.
Okay.
Kennedy is 23, and then Cam is 21.
You're about to be in the nest.
I'm out there.
You could call me. I'm figuring that.
I'm out. I'm done.
In these streets, right? In these streets. So
when people would see me, if you saw me out for work, people at home didn't know all the stuff I was doing in the city.
Okay.
And then the people who saw me like you didn't know like I was really at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I always what I liked about you was and I didn't have it, right? Because I'm in your face. Let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always had this quiet strength. Mm-hmm. So nobody knew like all the moves that you were making. You had you had like this different kind of presence. And so you'd have to double back and say, oh, Dawn did that? Because your personality was more laid back. Yeah. You were like, getting it done, like a professor would do it, and I'm like the young, let's put our hoods on and get it done. And so that's what I always admired, because it was so, from my perspective, it was so mature, and I just was like, she's probably gonna be way better at it than me, because I'm in your face, and you just quietly like.
Well, my people who work with me don't think that.
Right.
I am a bulldog. If you're really close to me, I am really a bulldog, but I do have to try to be calm for my clients who are all, could be high strung.
Yeah.
I work with some of the most high strung type A clients, so I have to be calm for them and know we're going to get it done. But the people I work with are very close to know I'm a little bulldog.
Now, that being said, I mentioned in the introduction your work at one of the biggest stages in the world, and I can imagine in that New York space,
New York,
the meeting some high-strung people. And so share with us how you got that, how you secured that job, and what that job entails.
You're talking about the Emerge Fashion Show that happens during New York Fashion Week?
That one. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, I created it.
I did not know that. See? But New York Fashion Week is second to Paris.
Yeah, I love New York. So I had a friend, her name is Terry Stevens.
Okay.
She's from Chicago. She was a designer and Funk and Beautiful Designs, and she was on Project Runway in 2008.
Okay.
Season 5. And after the show, we didn't know what was going on, but at the end of the show, the finale, the top 5 contestants, which she was, get to take a guest. And so she took me. And so their final show was in the official runways in the tents, and at the time it was at Bryant Park in New York. And when I got there, I was just stunned, I was amazed.
Yeah, that's a major stage, major platform.
Stage. Yeah. And because I do events, I have a PR, but also, half my revenue is events. And so the whole production piece was really big for me. So I just was bit by the bug. And so after, when she did the finale, there are all these little shows during New York Fashion Week. There's the official show.
Okay.
And then they have everybody have independent shows. So when she was doing these little independent shows, I just thought they weren't at the level they should be for talented designers. And I said, well, you know what, maybe I could create my own show for Terry. And so a year later, I created Emerge, but added 5 additional emerging designers that were part of the show.
Okay, and so the very name itself speaks to basically lifting up designers that are not getting there. So let me ask you that. New York is not your home state.
No.
Okay, who does that, and how'd you do that? Like, you go into New York Fashion Week and create a space for yourself. Tell me the process for that.
I love New York. This is my second city. I love that. I go back and forth. And then with my clients, some of my national brands, we do a lot there. But when I decided to do Emerge, I just studied and kept going back and forth and put the designers together. New York is different than Chicago. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
But we have, the segregation, like you have to do certain things in certain areas.
And then you got people sitting there watching you, pretending like they're not watching you, mad because they watching you. Okay, never mind. I've been
Clicky
pulling my gun out all day.
Oh, no, clicky and everything. But in New York, to me, it felt like I didn't have any boundaries. Like, I could just do it anywhere.
Okay.
So I got a space. And then I added an award component because I was new. I wanted to add credibility, so I started the Fashion Innovator Award.
Okay.
And so I would honor fashion icons who paved the way.
Okay.
So I've honored Audrey Smalls. If you're in fashion, you would know these names. But Audrey Smalls, who is a black lady who has the company called the Ground Crew. She, back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, she handled all backstage for all the big major shows, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein.
Oh, wow. One of my favorites.
Yeah. I've honored Andre Leon Talley.
Wow.
Diane von Furstenberg, Pat Cleveland, who's a legendary
Thanks for saying that. I didn't know how to pronounce it, but I love her work.
Diane von Furstenberg. Pat Cleveland, who's a legendary designer, along with Stephen Burrows, Mickey Taylor. I mean, just the list goes on. And we went, the last show before the shutdown was in February. So Fashion Week happens in February and September each year. February 2020, before the shutdown, we had a large show, and we honored Fern Malice. She created New York Fashion Week. So.
Oh, wow. So I like the connection. You are emerging fashion person in fashion, and then you're acknowledging the pioneers, the visionaries that paved the way.
That's right.
That way you kind of have the beginning and the goal.
That's right.
At the same time.
Yes.
But it's still super courageous. Like I love New York as well.
Yeah.
My mother's a Jersey-born woman, and it is different.
Yes,
the freedoms are different. Like they're friendlier for sure.
Yeah, they are.
But that took courage.
It took courage. It took a lot. It keep a lot of Then they helped a lot when they saw. When I started in, 10 years ago. So we celebrated our 10-year anniversary just last month.
Okay.
I did a virtual show because in September we couldn't do a show. And so this in February last month, we did a virtual show, which is amazing. You can watch it on gfntv.com. It's a streaming platform. Our first, the night of the show, we had like 80,000 viewers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I honored Law Roach, who is a celebrity stylist who's from Chicago, really big. He styles Celine Dion and Zendaya, huge. Andre Leon Talley was a part of it. Fern Malice, who created, she was there. Then we focused on 4 designers virtually, so it was amazing.
Now, when you're deciding who to select as one of your emerging designers, what are the criteria that you use?
Yeah, so they start, like now we're getting ready for our September show.
Okay.
And so we send out a call for designers, or we start getting people, to send us emails of what their brand, their collection, stuff like that. Then we look at it, the advisory committee, and pick 6 that we think would be great. Last season in February, we showcased all designers from Africa. So 6 designers from all over Africa. It was their first time in the United States.
Wow.
They came over in New York. It was amazing for them. That was the February 2020 show. It was amazing. So we get a lot of international designers, because this virtual show we just did, we had 2 designers one from London and one from Africa.
Now, how do you secure the models that wear the fashions?
Yeah, so for September, we're going to do it, because we were so successful with the virtual show, we are going to go back to a live show, because the live show is 500 people, invite only. It's a big deal.
Okay.
So because we had the numbers, we're going to try to move, still do streaming. We'll do a hybrid.
Okay.
A small live audience, and then hopefully, be ready for television, because it'll call it the road to Emerge. And so it's a huge process. Emerge has a bigger staff than my PR company.
Really? Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's a big space.
Yeah. So I have a company that does the production. They do Bang and Aaron from Washington, D.C., from Models Inc. They handle so we get there in New York maybe a week before. We do casting.
Okay.
Hundreds of models come. That part, handling the models, is just nerve-wracking for me. I don't like to do it. It's too much. It's too much. So Bang and Aaron from Models Inc. in D.C., they handle all the models. We get hundreds of casting. We dwindle them down. Then the next day, the designers pick who they want.
Okay.
And then after that is some fitting, stuff like that. Then the day of the show, backstage. I never go backstage. So there's their backstage team. It's a front of house team. For people who come in, we have people who help the front row. It's just a lot to the Emerge show. So it's a team that handles all of that.
So is it like what we see on TV? Like, is it really they're literally changing in 30 seconds, hair, makeup, frantically running out of? Is it really like that?
It is. It's crazy back there. Hair and makeup. I have the Chet Bennett from the Bennett Career Institute. They are in Washington, D.C. That we have like 30 hair and makeup people.
Okay.
So the day of the show, then we have 100 models.
Okay.
6 designers, their clothes. It's a lot. I don't like to. It's too much for me.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I handle the front of house, so I have a PR team and a production event team that kind of handle the front of house, and so I just make sure that nobody's sitting on that front row. But it's a major feat.
I love that. So 10 years.
10 years.
Happy tenure. You're a preteen almost. And so the next year you'll probably go back all the way in person.
We'll see, because this streaming and television is a
thing.
It's a thing.
I know we're doing it right now.
Yeah,
Thanks, Maze.
Hey, Maze. Can I say about Maze, though?
You can say about Maze.
First of all, he acted like he didn't know me when I came in. Let's start
Uh-oh. Shots fired. I love it, Dion. Sometimes my little big brother be a little funny acting.
That's okay, because I've been around for a long time, so I'm not scared like other people who come in here. I've been around. I know. I knew you from
Lock
the
door,
start.
so I won't have to fight him.
But no, I want to say some good things about Maze, though, because just like you, I knew Maze from back in the day. So I always tell the young people, Maze started his agency. The only reason why I don't get mad at Maze for situations like that, because I know what he's done.
Yeah.
So he started an agency back in the day when it was cool and was hip hop and all that. So I know back in the day, all the stuff he's done.
That was Dreadlock Maze.
Yeah. I always tell the young people they need to know what happened. At least, can you hear me?
Yeah.
At least if you don't. So I'm big in demographic because in PR, and so
it's Hilton nephew will come fix it. It's
see.
probably
I think it's a little. I'm good.
It's probably that cord is probably shouldn't be leaning. Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. So yeah, good point.
You know, but for me, when we were in our 20s, we always looked to the baby boomers. Like I love the baby boomers. They helped me out. They're coming up when we were coming in. So to me, just the millennials, they should at least go to Gen X and just see what we've done. Like
because you're not doing anything new. Let's be clear.
All that
before the word influencer was popular, that's exactly what we were doing.
Exactly.
Right. And now they're just like, if I have a lot of followers, I'm an influencer. And I'm always like, actually, you're not. Like, you're just taking you're having a lot of photo shoots, what you're doing. And I'm trying to figure out who actually has time to do all that.
I know, but they need to look. So Maze, back in the 90s and starting off with the agency and bringing that hip hop to the,
he was a street team monster.
Yeah, because they were looking like, what Gen X was hip hop. So we were the young target at the time. So he knew how to get to that. So yeah, I know Maze back then.
I guess to that point, it would for millennials to just respect the process, right?
That's all.
Because there is so much value in the lessons already learned.
Yeah.
We learned those lessons already. Of course, it's however many years later, but the lessons are the same. Yeah. If this is the game or that game you want to get into, nightclubs, promotions, everything that and so there is value at sitting at the foot of somebody who has actually already done it.
That's all I'm saying. And I think Gen Zers, because my kids are Gen Zers, 24, but I think because they were raised by Gen X, they kind of, they're into the 90s culture. Mm-hmm. So I do love Gen Zers because they do love that 90s
Now,
culture.
is that, what age, are you Gen Z, nephew?
He's a millennial.
A millennial.
He's a classic. That's the ones we're talking about.
When is
great.
We're great.
No,
when
I
does what's the age break off?
So it's 25 to 35 is millennials.
Okay.
And 24 and down are Gen Z.
So Jay is Gen Z. My baby girl. Okay, that makes sense because she does love 90s music and TV.
Me and Sensei would be considered millennial.
Yeah.
And so 30.
And then like if you get like 38, that's Zennials, like close to 40.
Oh, that's a whole nother.
That's a Zennial. Still, they're closer to the Gen Xers. Yeah.
Okay,
now
I didn't know that.
Us. Yeah.
Which shit? Dang, I almost.
So Gen X is you, right?
We're.
Am I Gen X?
You're Gen X.
That sounds dope. Like I'm not Malcolm X. I'm Gen X.
First of all,
I'm Dawn X.
First of all, Gen X is I love
responsible for everything.
Yeah.
We grew up on MTV, Madonna, Michael. Like when I talk to my Gen Zers, I'm looking at the Grammys. Like, man, we had all of the I gotta breathe. Hold on, because I was talking to nephew and Mary Q the other day, and I was like, "Yo, I did all that. Yeah. I went to Grammy shows, like, and I, as not because I got to come up, because I was supposed to be there. Yeah,
it's not the same.
I know it's not the same.
Take a break. We're gonna take a break. I have a joke for y'all.
Uh-oh.
This one is good. I'm gonna see if Dion can get it when we come back. We're gonna get. She's not leaving here without doing the Chicago quiz, but we're gonna find out what she's doing here, and maybe if she has some internships or something for the next show available. Yeah. This is the Book of Dawn with Who's That Girl? That girl is Dion Williams, PR maven. We'll be right back. It's the Book of Dawn.
WIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Sissy's Taco Bar Pop-Up is is back with more hours and more days. Check them out at their new pop-up location at The Woodlawn, located 1200 East 79th Street. Sissy's Taco Bar offers authentic street tacos infused with international soul. Now every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at The Woodlawn from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. New vegan tacos have been added to the menu too. Visit sissytacobar.com for more info.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. 'Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. 'Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on.
I need that last part. You got to stay with me. A little bit of volume. You know my favorite part is come on. Why gotta look so good when you're waking up?
Straight out of bed, girl.
Why she gotta look so good?
When you're at the job.
Uh-oh, here come my part time. Why you gotta look so good in the club? Why she gotta look so good? Here it comes. Why you gotta look so? Listen, he speaks it. Do you know you be killing it when you? That's when you know it get real. I can't even sing it no more. I have to speak it. Speak that thing, Slick J. Adams. I keep trying to answer that question. Maybe y'all can help me answer that question. Hey, Slick, tell Dion. And maybe I could be in a fashion show.
Right.
I would hope to wear sneakers. Amen. Yeah, I could do a sneakers show. Do that. Welcome back. You're tuned into the Book of Dawn. It's Who's That Girl? Wednesday. You know why I started Who's That Girl? Because it's so many dope people that have changed my life.
Yeah.
Right here from Chicago that I was like, I wonder if everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
And because I don't think they do, I'm going to make sure they know that right here from my own city, there are so many dope women who have helped pave the way, who are following in our footsteps. I just shouted out Yasmin Curtis earlier. She just got featured in Crane's. Pandemic shut most restaurants down. She took her product to Mariano's. Right. She's in every Mariano's in the city. Right. Like, it's just, we need to know who we are.
That's right.
So that the babies who want, what's my word? Intimidable.
Unintimidable.
Yes.
Unintimidable.
Yeah. They need to know the imitation game only works if you actually pay attention.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
We don't be McDowell's. Be McDonald's. Amen.
Unintimidable.
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 I can't with you. Oh, wait. A husband asks his wife if he's the only one she's been with. You know what she says to him?
What?
Yeah, honey. The others were at least 7s or 8s.
Dawn.
Get it? Not you, Mr. Milhouse. Not you. No. Not you, Mr. Milhouse. You get it, nephew? I got another one. Right. That means it was funny and he just doesn't want to give me the credit.
That's right.
I got another one for you. What are the 3 steps to putting an elephant in the refrigerator? Y'all ain't ready for this. And it's simple.
What is it?
Y'all, I can't tell you the answer. What are the 3 steps to putting an elephant in the refrigerator?
What is it?
Nephew, got it. You going to take a stab at it?
I can't.
You can't stab it. I will tell you the 3 steps. Open the refrigerator, put the elephant in, and close the refrigerator. See? Yeah, I'm telling you. I just asked how you put them in there. You got to open the door, you got to put them in, you got to close the door. It's simple. Fairly simple, right? See, sometimes we overthink stuff. Stuff. Yeah. Sometimes we do just stuff. Yeah. Shuff. What's the Sheets Creek? Right. No, Schitt's Creek, right? Yeah, we could say it if we say the whole name of the show. All right. So, Dion, internships. If somebody is interested in any side of what you do, production, there's 7 different departments working together. How do you accept interns? And how would somebody connect with your company to participate?
Yeah, so I do look for interns all the time and freelancers. So I always, hire now for whatever reasons. For public relations, we do PR for brands, and then, content creation, because now we're in a virtual world. We do a lot of content creations for clients, for digital, event management, hopefully when we get back.
And nephew said, right here.
Yeah, well, hopefully when we get back, we could do, we were doing the big events, concerts, galas, seminars, stuff like that. So hopefully when we get back, we can do that. So, and then we do influencer marketing. So a lot of influencers. We do a lot with brands, our companies. We do a lot with them. So they can email me at Dion, DIONNE, at dwilliamspr.com.
Nephew, can you type that in? She said that faster than my fingers can go. But it's her name? DIONNE at dwilliamspr.com. And I would assume then your website is?
Yep, dwilliamspr.com.
dwilliamspr.com. I can put that in. Hold on.
Or emergefashionrunway.com. DIONNE at.
Dion.
Somebody
Williams.
Somebody has it up there.
Oh, okay, good.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
Okay, see?
Got it.
See, little speedy finger.
Yes, or if people love fashion. So if you into fashion, whether it's behind the scenes production, any part of the things that I talked about, that'd be great.
What fashion tips could you give us from all of your experience?
Well, I love the business of fashion. I'm not a fashionista, I just love the business of fashion, and I appreciate art, and I just feel like, that it's like art on the runway. And so, I always have to, designers always want to know how they can, participate or figure out this, it's a fashion industry is really tough. It's tough.
And it's got a short lifespan.
Yeah.
I mean.
And you have to have money. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're like a major brand, like some of But shouts out to like Dave Jeff and some of our designers from here, Fashion Geek and all of them.
Right when the pandemic happened, I started a interview series.
Okay.
A live interview series called Emerge Design Talk.
I've watched a couple of those.
Yeah. So we start. It's a fashion icon series because when you brought up Dave Jeff, I did interview Alonzo Jackson.
He's so dope. They're all so. I'm so proud of them.
So good.
Like making sugar out of shit for real.
Yeah. He has a great story. He talked about, I spent about 30 minutes with him. I've interviewed, of course, Andre Leon Talley, Fern Malice, Oswald Boating, who's a London-based designer. He's huge. I've interviewed Kenny Burns.
Okay.
He was in fashion. He did a little fashion. Claire Sumner's from Fashion Bomb Daily. Pat Cleave, just a whole bunch of people that I interview for fashion.
Do you are you always conscious that you do that with people of color?
No. It's people that I really just adore that I've watched their careers for years.
Okay.
And so it has to be somebody who I've just know their career. So when you watch the interview, you could just tell my admiration for them. But most of them are people of color.
And then Dion, did you go to school for PR?
And I got my degree in business management.
Okay, so that's how you're able to take the public relations and the into the business space.
Yeah.
Different than a traditional publicist.
Oh, right.
Who can just basically promote the client and create the client.
So people think PR is, this different type of PR.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not the one, the media, the pitching. We do more strategy, all the other stuff, content creation, influencer marketing, things like that. I do have people who do pitch and stuff like that. But
What's the thing you like most about what you're doing?
I love the Emerge fashion piece. So I am going to eventually, if COVID wasn't happening, I definitely would have got out of PRs now.
God. Okay.
I'm ready to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's taking a turn. I mean, I'm looking at the brother. I'm praying for him. The guy, the football player. I'm like, being a publicist, you gotta. What did they tell us the first day in my first PR class in college? Prepare the plan now for the worst.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need it.
You're gonna need it. Yeah, we've gotten some people out of trouble. I'm always on. My phone is always by me. I sleep with my phone.
Yeah, you have to.
I have to.
You have to because especially with the internet.
Yeah.
that's the game changer. Yeah. We don't have to do the ticker anymore. Yeah. Like you are, it's in real time now.
It's in real time.
The protection of your clients.
Especially during this time of COVID and some of my consumer packaged goods brands, we had to do a lot with helping them get through this time of COVID. Like, how do we present? We had to do more content online, digitally. Social media was really big. And then when the whole Black Lives Matter happened, we had to help them out to figure out how to, navigate during this space. So it's just
and almost had to learn on the fly yourselves, right?
Yeah,
because it's huge.
Oh my gosh, we have to really okay, now how do we do this?
That's when y'all come in handy, nephew, because y'all know that thing. I'm like, whenever I'm trying to, I digress.
Yeah,
I do have a really big butt, right?
Yeah.
In my head, right? Okay. I just got a lot of junk in my trunk. Okay. I know I do, and if you don't think I do, you're a hater.
Yeah.
So I'm out of town with the kids, the millennial and what's the other one? Gen Z. And I say, why does everybody's Instagram picture make their booty look thick? Because I'm slim thick or something. I feel like I am. And if you wear certain jeans, you definitely can.
Yeah.
And so my Gen Z says, let me do it. I said, okay. She says, okay, stand like this. So I stand. And then she takes my swimsuit and she pulls it up in the back a little. And I'm like, okay, I'm a little nervous, right? Because I'm not doing the string, nothing. She says, you have to rouge the swimsuit. And I was like, okay, I didn't know that was a word. Okay, she does it. And then she says, you have to do your arm like this. And my knee had to turn like that. I posted and everybody's like, wow, where did she get that from?
Engagement.
I'm telling you. I was like, well, come through, Thickums. Yeah. She showed me how to do that.
Yeah, so we have to keep up. I'm tired. I'm a little tired now of keeping up with the hottest topic. I just can't. because of my clients, I have to keep up with whatever. I get up early, by 6 or 7. I have to do at least 2 hours on social media to see, because we put a lot of influencers on contract. Oh. So I have to keep up with the Ari and the Tays. I got to pick up with the Perez. The Sha Santiago's or the Tokyo Style, or whatever. Yeah. Whoever we put on contract. So I'm just tired of keeping up with it.
It's time consuming. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That you got to make time. Social media is a 24-hour job.
So you hire influencers too?
Oh yeah, my clients, they pay. I'm just saying we could do a whole nother thing on just influencer marketing.
We should do that.
You know, Ryan's trying to be influencer.
I know. I'm going to tell her.
They pay. When I tell you my clients pay.
She should be.
Big money for. I mean, like, because nowadays people aren't watching advertising like they used to. Well, TV.
The way we did.
Like the way we did.
Yeah.
So we watch everything on social media, especially my Gen Zers and millennials. So if I have a hair care brand, so if we contract out Eric and Tay and Ari Fletcher, his best friend, we selling out because the people are watching them. If I have to hire out Tokyo Styles, it just depends. Like, that's where people are, and they get an engagement. When you look at the amount of engagement, like if Eric Tay posts, about the hair care brand, he's getting a minimum of 400,000 views.
That blows my mind. I'm fascinated actually by. It's like, wow, like 1 million likes on a picture, like 2 million followers. Yeah. I think the Kardashian family really set the standard for that social media influencing space. I think, because I think they were doing it a little bit on the front end of it. I mean, not a lot of. I'm amazed that somebody can have 60 million Instagram followers.
So I look through because for my brands, I usually we do have micro and macro, the big influencers, but I usually have to deal with the large ones. So I look at, how many followers you have, how much engagement you have. We have an event tomorrow. One of my clients is doing something with rolling out, and Seagram's Escapes is the client.
Okay.
And so
I'm familiar. Is that a drink?
That's a drink.
I thought so. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah,
okay.
So just kind of curating this panel discussion.
I saw that. It's the Sisters with Superpowers, right? I'm a sister with superpower in the first class. But I saw that because somebody I know is sitting on that panel.
Yeah, so I kind of curate like what that panel will be. So Kadeen Ellis and her husband are really big right now in the influencer space. So we have Kadeen Ellis, Monique Rodriguez, who owns Mael.
I saw
and
that.
Then Cynthia Bailey, who's ambassador for the brand.
Okay.
And then Africa Miranda, she's the MC. So I have to know all these influencers.
Yeah, and she's a singer also, Africa Miranda. I think she sings.
She sings. She used to live in New York, but now she's in Atlanta.
Yeah, she sings with a touring band.
No,
for real. I think so.
She's just influencer. She does home, like home decor, interiors, beauty. I don't know what her past is.
So this will be a panel of those engagement, like with a live viewing audience.
Live viewing audience, just talking about their path to success and how to thrive in business and just family.
Monique's got a great story.
Oh yeah, she has a great story.
I mean, she did like you. Like, she put all of it. Never mind the career.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it in here, and is really doing well.
I know. So each month, this month, next month, all the way through the summer, we have people, we're working with, like Beatrice Dixon, who owns the Honey Pot brand, Pinky K from Slutty Vegan, like just all kind of.
Oh, I heard their food is delicious. She's in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, Pretty V's and just all kind of influencers. So if you want to be an influencer, get some money. I'm talking about money. Yeah, well, for one post.
Sign me up. Look, sign me up. I'm sure I can influence somebody. I mean, damn, like I did raise 2 decent kids. I mean, like I don't know what brand it would be, but yeah.
Back in the 90s, you were influencer, so.
Yeah, it just wasn't a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a word. It wasn't a word that we used the way we do now.
That's right.
I think we all were. You, me, Maze, Mary. There's a handful of us that definitely changed the landscape.
That's right.
Of this whole, I just wish the children knew.
It was such a good
Even
time.
J Boogie. Like,
that was
different.
All that time. We were really, and that day, and then the young baby boomers, which our parents are baby boomers, but the younger ones, like the Barbara Bates, that was the younger baby boomers.
Yes.
They were always so kind to us. The people who were like 10 years older than us.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Barbara's still just a beautiful, hard-working spirit.
Yeah.
I'm like, Barbara, when you going to stop? She was like, I just can't stop.
I know.
Dope. One of the dopest in fashion game from Chicago.
I know.
I saw a T-shirt. It said, Bates, Boogie.
I saw that. I want that.
I do too. I text Barbara.
Alonzo.
It's dopest ever. Wasn't that the dope?
Get that shirt.
That is an iconic Chicago. Maybe we should create one with Dawn, Dion, Mays, and Mary. Maybe we should make our own.
I miss Mary Thatcher. Where you at, Mary?
Somewhere working.
I'm going to call her.
On the street promotion? I got her original card, too.
Ain't nobody scared of Mary. I've been around I'm not scared of nobody.
You better not be.
I love
it. And if you are called Teflon, because Teflon, I probably said it too many times.
And we used to have so much fun at your restaurants.
Yeah. I'm thinking that might happen again. I'm grateful that it wasn't open in a pandemic. I can tell you that because my space was small. Yeah. So my 50% capacity would have been my staff and
I know, but
one
it was
person.
Such a good time. It was like, you were able to I love the intimacy, and then sometimes you have live music.
Yeah, and then you never know who was behind that door. And then you go in there in daylight and come out, and it really was like a little escape. You never knew the time. You couldn't figure out what was happening outside because you couldn't see because there were no windows.
I would come in there with my Stella Foster legendary.
And she's so dope. And do you know that was the first time you introduced me to her?
Oh, the Stella?
The woman Stella, the lady.
The lady.
You introduced me to her.
Well, she loves you.
I love her back, and I'm like,
she's like, we gotta support her.
And I'm like, Stella Foster, I can call her. Like, wow, thanks, Di, because. Do you know who Stella Foster is?
You know these millennials.
Baby.
But see, this is why.
She is history, honey.
This is why. The baby boomers, they were so good to us coming up in the 20s. I make sure to keep up with them. The Hermine Hartmans, the Stellas. All of the people
Real boss ladies.
Yeah, they took me under their wing. So I always try to at least once a quarter, I have this little group of ladies I call my Bridge Club ladies. And
sounds like
I do the same thing with Generation X though. I try to stay under them. That's like these names.
Right. You try to give us some time.
I'll know after today.
Yeah.
I try to soak up as much as I can, so I'll be under the Gen X.
That's right. Yeah. But I only hang with millennials because of my industry, so I have to hang with them all the time. I'd be so mad at
I looked at you see the face.
Dinner, I'm like, I'm so tired of y'all.
I guess my little bridge club would be Common's mom.
Oh yeah.
And Miss Norma.
See?
Yeah, because we all have a love of champagne. we share the love of champagne.
That's
and they check on me and I'm just like
it. And when I leave them, I at least come out with about $200 in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
They
exactly.
just be slipping me. Here you go.
You like, thanks, baby, in your New Orleans voice. Okay, Dion, I got some questions for you.
Yes. Do
you put sugar or salt and pepper on your grits?
Just salt.
Just salt.
Butter and salt.
Do you wear sneakers or gym shoes?
Gym shoes.
Did you see the what the is a sneaker? Cubs or White Sox?
The Sox.
You're a little Chicagoer than I thought. Ketchup or mustard on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you drink soda or pop?
Pop.
Do you drive on the freeway or the expressway?
Expressway.
Do you shop at Jewel's or Jewel?
Jewel.
You wanted to say Jewel.
Say Jewels. I am particular about the Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go to the movies or the show?
Show.
Did you go to kindergarten or kindergarten?
I went to kindergarten.
Okay. You eat gyros or gyros?
Gyro.
She's so shy. How many pennies make a dime?
What? 10, right?
You heard what you said. You heard what you said. 10. You are so shy.
10.
This segment is now called They So Shy.
They So Shy.
Because you said it's 10.
It's 10.
You said 10.
10.
She said, and gyro, neck roll, gyro. What's okay? Now you know I love songs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, certain songs make me turn into other Dawns. What's the song that is like? Oh, come through, Dion. What's that song?
But that's the only thing with me. I love everything. So
every song
from KRS-One to Sting,
yeah,
Kenny Rogers to Def
Leppard,
yeah, all of that.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, then that's why we love each other, because music has no boundaries.
Important. Yeah,
has no boundaries.
Oh, that's another thing with millennials. Like I just think hip hop history is very important. It needs to be in school. Actually,
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I thought it was actually pretty cool, something that maybe we could incorporate. I'm saying it live because sometimes if you say stuff around here, people like pick up what you're putting down and try to do the same thing. Shots fired. I'm just saying, I could help if y'all just want to give me the EP credit. That's cool. But it was like we should do like maybe on Freestyle Fridays like a rollback, right, where we go through the evolution of, because the music changed.
Yeah.
All the genres changed.
Like a genre or an artist?
A genre.
Okay.
So how hip-hop began what it is, how R&B began what it is, because that's like Maurice Mahan's thing. He says saving soul music because he wants to maintain the sexy of the Sam Cookes of the world. But we got to figure, it's just like history. Yeah. Like you said, if it was taught, you have to know the foundation of it in order to even respect where it is. Right. Speaking of music, did you hear that new Megan Thee Stallion jaunt? Baby, I love me some Megan.
I love Meg.
Baby, she got a new song with, what's the rapper's name? Something I heard. I was just like, oh, I need to pull over. I'm about to have a car accident. They talking about, I can't say the words, right? Because I can't curse like that on the show. But she says it's a man, it's her and a guy, and he says that you can't basically smash his girl because she's a rich N-words B.
Okay.
And then when her verse comes, she says basically you can't smash my guy because his B is rich. I was like, this song, I sat down. Remember when we used to listen to it on cassette and write the words so we could memorize? I sat down, I was like, I don't have no rewind. Exactly. Shoot. Yeah, because that's how
I love Meg.
Meg is a beast. Yeah. She's and she's pretty.
And she's sweetheart.
She is. Yeah. She's super dope.
I like her with Party though.
I do too.
Because I thought Party was he's very nice already. I already knew that he was super sweet.
Yeah.
So I think it's cute.
I think the world is her oyster. Listen, who's that girl? Dawn Williams. Dawn, when the world opens back up, I would love to come and watch. Actually, I could work. You know, I'm a good worker.
You need to come to September show.
I want to. Can we plan that now?
You need to. September 14th. It's going to be it's invite only, but I definitely want you there.
I will be right there, and I will work. I will pull my bootstraps up and work at any point. Listen, Dawn Williams, y'all, check her out. Check her website out. If you think you're fashionable, you want to be in the industry, you want to do production, learn event management from one of the absolute best in the world. She's right here, and she's so shy. She's so I pop. She said, I drink pop. What is right? I thought you had been in New York a lot. I thought you was going to say soda, but you keep it real shy. She said gyro. With a neck twist. Dawn, thank you. Thank you for making your way down.
Yes.
I know you're already fully vaccinated, and I'm right behind you.
I both my shots, so we outside.
Yeah, we live, baby. Thank you, and if I could be of any service to you, I am here. I appreciate your work, and I appreciate you for all you do.
Every time when I see you, I always be like, "Look, this is Dawn."
I love you do, and I'm grateful for that.
Yes, because I always think about, we were all hot and popping back then, but I always think about when people were, really high in their level and how you treat people. Even then, like it was never like, oh, you were always very nice.
Yeah, well, baby. that my mother, you know, when your mother will whoop you still, when you're grown and got grown kids, you have to keep your humility in check, because she's kazoo. She's always right here. And, you know, and if she hears about it, I'm in trouble. That's right. I'm not going to be able to sit on this cushion I sit on every day, because she ain't got no problem whooping you at 80-something. But I do love you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for your work and your service to the community.
Thank you so much. I love this.
Dionne Williams, she's that girl. I said, who's that girl? She's that girl. We're going to take a break. I'm going to give her a squeeze, because we got the big V. No, I'm not a virgin. We have children. The vaccine.
That's right.
The other V.
Yes.
She's so nasty. This is the Book of Dawn. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPM. Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your Black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
makes me feel 10 feet tall. Without it, I could do withdrawal. 'Cause nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters.
These buildings can drift out to sea, a natural catastrophe, but there's no place I'd rather be, 'cause nothing even matters to me. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even
You're part of my identity. I sometimes have a tendency to look at you religiously. Yeah, 'cause nothing even matters to me. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters.
Nothing even matters. You won't find me at no store. I have no time for manicures. With you, it's never either or. 'Cause nothing even matters. Nothing
it to the final four. Just repossess me 4x4. Yeah, 'cause nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nothing even turns to me.
Nothing but you. Sing that song, Sam Trump.
Put your header back on, too. I forgot to put your header on.
I just did.
Hey.
I beat you to it. Welcome back. You tuned into the Book of Dawn, broadcasting live from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. Dion's so dope. She's so dope. I'm glad that y'all met. And so I'm going to make sure that I connect you guys.
Yeah, and I got to come in there and zoom your camera out. Hold on.
Okay. You go. Oh, that means make my head look smaller than it is, because you know I have a big forehead anyway. Princess, good morning. Good morning, Princess. Princess, I got to have you on this show. You got some stories to tell, Miss Princess Hemphill. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to text you with a date reckoned shortly. Tucson, I did not know that. You know, Boogie is my dude, and I guess I was some kind of a influencer. Like, I did a lot of. Here's the thing: at some point, me and Tucson have met each other before and just didn't know it, because we got to talk, Tucson. Like, for real. We need to talk. That's interesting. Very interesting. So we got to talk. Thank you for the first time listeners, watchers, viewers. Princess Hemphill said this is her first time coming in, and for that we appreciate you. It's always cool to see somebody new watching. It is our hope that you are learning a little something, laughing a little bit, and loving what we do. And if you are more than welcome to share. You can watch the replay 2 hours after on the What's in It for the Black People Media Studio page and on Mace Jackson's page on YouTube. So yeah, for sure. I got some funny stories to tell, me and Princess. Sometimes I have to be careful because a lot of people actually know the other Dawn. So yeah. I watched a video this morning that I can't really fully get into today, but I wanted to make certain that I brought it up. I don't know that all of my other conscientious brothers and sisters who work on the show, I try to stay away from some of the rough stuff, but this video was so disturbing. It was about a police officer that is currently working in Chicago. He joined the force, I want to say 2013. He has the 5th highest amount of complaints against him in the force. He shot a man. It was deemed justified. He was found. The organizations that monitor the police were, you know what, let me get his name. The organizations that monitor the police suggested that he be suspended for a year. This was 2 years ago. He's still working. And not only is he working, he's on the task force that was created by the new superintendent, the CST task force. So his name is Officer Hunt. And he literally, there was a CBS 2 investigation conducted by the team at CBS 2. I'm going to put it on my Instagram so that we can talk about it tomorrow. In a nutshell, this man has killed a man. He has literally bragged about it. They have him on film bragging about it. He just all the rules. He's unpoliced, and he is currently serving. He appealed his recommendation to be suspended for a year, and because he appealed it, he is still working as an officer and on the community service, whatever the CST, whatever the special task force, allegedly to make amends with the community, was recently appointed to that task force. Not sure how he made it there. That's like, how you get there and you got the 5th highest complaints in the department. 2 years ago, Mayor Lightfoot said that she also agreed that he should be fired and not on the force, but yet he's still there. So Officer Hunt, y'all Google it. It's not maybe Tucson and Herb can, cause it's, it's not, I'm not surprised, but I just saw it yesterday and was just like, wow, where they do that at?
I'm sure they're going to touch on it.
Yeah. It's like, I wish you could hear. I wonder, you think they could hear?
Superintendent David Brown. Now CPD's taking action even before our investigation. A report you're about to see for the first time right now.
You can't see it because it's my phone, but you can hear it.
CPD Officer James Hunt, hired in 2013.
Oh, shoot, did I turn it down? Hold on. Hold on.
Let's not play the whole thing.
Don't play the whole.
Come and get us.
Oh, okay. It was on the news.
Oh, okay.
This 980 days prior. Officer Hunt went viral in 2018. Right here.
Yes, correct.
For this encounter.
Have a seat, brother.
He ultimately falsely arrested Kenneth Lee, who'd eventually win a $100,000 taxpayer-funded settlement. Started.
Nah, see, you accelerated, so I asked him, I get to the grass, I said, what, you trying to hit me? And you just tried to hit me with the car? And he replied, no.
Officer Hunt followed Lee into the city's Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
That's when he said, I have a Snapchat too. I said, no, you don't. He said,
yeah, dude, it's called mama.
And he said, it's called your mom.
I already said it.
Officer Hunt's troubling track record includes 24 complaints made by civilians, 24 that we know of, including allegations of false arrest, verbal abuse, racist language. He also ranks at the top, almost literally, when it comes to CPD officers who report using force against civilians. At least 28 times since 2016. That's 5th most of all 12,000 cops on the force.
All right, stop talking to me now.
9.5 months after this now infamous encounter, COPA, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, recommended Hunt be suspended for a full year. That's now coming up on 2 years ago. Yet he continued working here last summer. Summer of great tumult here in Chicago and across America. CPD formed a new unit, one key goal, improving community trust. It'd be called the Community Safety Team. Among its founding members, viral cop James Hunt. That new crew announced in grand fashion.
But I am happy here to unveil, we're calling them the Community Safety Team, CST. Every week, CFT team will partner with local block clubs, faith-based organizations.
And joining the Community Safety Team, Officer James Hunt, whom, remember, COPA cited for abject failure to extend human dignity to every citizen in the Lee case.
This is a diverse team that is reflective of the communities that they serve.
And as CBS 2 investigators learned, that's not an empty threat.
Chicago police shoot and kill a man suspected in a shooting in the East Chatham neighborhood.
In 2014, Officer Hunt was a CPD rookie when he killed 17-year-old Deshaun Pittman. Pittman's grandmother.
Shoot
ideas. At the time, Hunt was still within his 18-month probationary period. Hunt said Pittman aimed in his direction after Pittman shot and killed another teen. Hunt was the only officer to shoot. Hunt shot Pittman 10 times.
Did they ever say which bullet actually killed him?
It was Hunt's word versus a dead teen. The shooting was deemed justified, as initially were all but one of the hundreds of CPD officer-involved shootings investigated by COPA's precursor, IPRA.
It's Hunt, 11442, there you go.
The CBS 2 investigators have been asking about Officer Hunt now for years. Remember former Superintendent Eddie Johnson?
Officer Hunt.
So it would kind of be inappropriate for me to comment.
Remember former interim Superintendent Charlie Beck?
There is an officer in your department named James Hunt.
That investigation is working its way to me, and I will make a decision.
And remember the former U.S. attorney who wanted to be mayor, now Mayor Lightfoot? CBS 2 investigators exposed white CPD officer James A. Hunt.
I have serious questions for the superintendent why that officer wasn't stripped of his police powers.
That was 2 years ago this week. The optics on this just don't look good.
From what I've seen from Channel 2's reports, it looks terrible.
Professor Richard Schack, retired CPD and the chair of the Department of Criminal Justice at National Louis University.
In your opinion, should he be on that team?
Based on what I've seen in news reports, I don't think so. It seems like that if you've got somebody that yells a lot, you don't want him to work in a quiet zone.
A quick review. On July 3rd, 2018, Hunt said,
I killed.
On April 17th, 2019, COPA recommends he be suspended for a year. March 9th, 2021. Still working now on the community safety team.
Whose mission is not only to reduce crime, but to build and strengthen community relationships citywide.
And less than a month after the community safety team formed, August 2020, CBS 2 learned Hunt accused again of an improper stop and racial profiling, though he was not on assignment with the new unit that day. Hunt's working because he appealed his year-long suspension, a suspension the department actually agreed with.
Is this an example of the accountability apparatus failing?
It would appear so.
This is one of the superintendent's big strategies.
We're trying to learn from our mistakes.
If something goes wrong involving Officer James Hunt and his assignment on the community safety team, how are they going to explain that one?
It would be difficult.
Within 48 hours of our inquiry to CPD, higher-ups removed Hunt from the community safety team. Why is he still working? Well, he's fighting his suspension. It's still in arbitration, no time frame. We reached out to the police union, the FOP, for comment.
And I'll leave that right there for my little big brothers to handle. I'm sure they'll make y'all understand what that means in its full totality. Yeah, that's a good one for Izwiz. Y'all handle that for me. Because y'all can say it very differently than I can. Hey, it's Who's That Girl Wednesday. She was Dionne Williams, and she's looking for influencers and millennials. I've got two things to tell you. You want me to tell you two things?
What's the two things?
The greatest battles are won when you pray.
Preach.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And here's the thing. Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. It's not always the same. Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. Salim Muwakil is up next. Journey into Muwakil's world. Thank you for spending your time with me. Remember to lead with love. Use your voice to be a positive impact. Have a wonderful day. Tune in tomorrow for the next page in the Book of Dawn. Hey, y'all, we got to do better. Officer Hunt probably should be on suspension somewhere, not getting paid right now.
1,000 Officer Hunts. 1,000 of them.
Yeah. Well, let's start with one. There's one too many. Tune in tomorrow for the next page in the Book of Dawn. And I think, does Alabama play today? I think the girls and the guys play today. So peace and roll tide roll.
WIFTBPM.
Yeah, man. Ideas, man. Ideas.
You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you wanna be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you.